Tonight, the Dougherty gang is behind bars being held on over $1 million bond each. Cameras were not allowed in the courthouse when siblings Lee, Dylan, and Ryan appeared before a judge by video from jail. The three were captured near Pueblo, Colorado yesterday after a 20-mile-long high-speed chase. Lee reportedly told authorities that she deserved to get shot. Reporter Jacqueline Allen is following the investigation for us in Colorado.
The Dougherty gang gets their first day in court here at the Pueblo County Jail today. We're learning new information from new court documents about what was going on inside that car when police say the siblings were firing out their car windows at the officers chasing them. These new photos show the siblings behind bars. Ryan Dougherty walking in handcuffs, Dylan Dougherty Stanley with a cast on his right arm, Lee Grace Dougherty in a wheelchair. Injuries suffered when they finally ran out of luck. This was the scene yesterday. Their white Subaru hit stop sticks and crashed out on the guardrail following a high-speed chase and shootout, according to troopers. Have you spoken to the Doughertys?
I won't say.
Their attorney wouldn't comment. The court documents show Lee Grace talked to investigators about the shots fired from their car, saying, quote, "We weren't trying to hurt anyone. We just wanted them to get back. We were getting shot at, then we wrecked." Authorities stated they never fired at the vehicle, but she may have mistaken the sound of the stop sticks they ran over as gunfire. The arrest affidavit says Lee Grace confirmed that she didn't shoot at any cop in the state of Colorado, an important distinction since she's wanted for crimes in Florida and Georgia. Records also show police concluded Dylan shot at them because Lee Grace told them that Ryan was driving and, quote, "A person can't drive and shoot a gun at the same time." Today, the judge set their bond at $1.25 million apiece, so they're not going anywhere anytime soon. I spoke to FBI agents. They say law enforcement agencies are lining up to charge this trio in Florida and Colorado and Georgia. They're still working out which jurisdiction will get first dibs. These local charges buy them time to figure that out. In Pueblo, Jacqueline Allen, ABC Action News.
Now, many of you probably watched this drama unfold, wondering what these three young people were thinking. Today, our Jeff Butera talked to a USF criminologist who has spent her career researching what motivates criminal behavior and what leads people to violence. Jeff goes in-depth tonight to tell you what she had to say. Jeff?
And Brendan, here's how I started my interview with Dr. Kathleen Heide, who is also a mental health counselor. I asked her what stood out to her about these siblings and their behavior. A slip of the tongue probably best describes what Dr. Kathleen Heide, a USF criminology professor, thought about the Dougherty siblings' behavior.
Kids or individuals, I keep saying kids because their behavior is young, they are not young.
Ryan Dougherty is 21, Dylan 26, Lee Grace 29. But Heide argues what police say the Doughertys did the last week and a half is not something you'd expect even from the worst people in their 20s.
I would have expected the story to have been more about kids who were 14 to 17 years old.
When she said that, I immediately thought about my interview earlier this week with Daytona Beach attorney Bob Eddington, who represented 21-year-old Ryan in court, just a day before police say Ryan and his two siblings shot at a police officer and robbed a bank.
And I said he probably has the maturity of a 15-year-old boy.
That observation about Ryan's lack of maturity did not surprise Heide. No. She says to allegedly shoot at a police officer, rob a bank, run, and ultimately shoot at police officers again before being caught shows a lack of bigger picture understanding of consequences that you'd expect from a teenager.
You would expect at the point that individuals are in their 20s, they would have enough maturity to realize, whoa, this has gotten way out of hand and we need to stop this sort of madness.
So what would cause someone in their 20s not to mature past what you would expect of a teenager? Well, Dr. Heide says likely problems growing up, child neglect, trauma, possibly even abuse.